Hello and welcome to ContractHero. My name is Lina, and as a customer success manager, I accompany our customers through optimal contract management. Today we are discussing the topic of role and authorization concept. These are significant words, but they carry immense importance. It is, of course, essential that you or your colleagues have the appropriate access to the correct contracts. We have developed a relatively simple concept because, as always, we want contract management to be as simple and individual as possible. And now I will show you the whole thing once. We start as usual in the dashboard or go directly to the left in the menu to settings, and here we also land directly in the team area. Here you can see directly the different people who have access to your account or your colleagues, and also the different roles that we have. We distinguish between three main roles. Once the owner. As an owner, you have the ability to do everything at ContractHero. You possess full control over every aspect that occurs within this team. You can also delete all in doubt, but you can also adjust all at the contract level as well as at the personal level, and also adapt it at any time, depending on how your team and your company develop. Then there is also the user area, where we differentiate a little bit. You can also see here in our demo account with my dear colleagues that we have also assigned different roles here, including the user roles, as well as other roles that are relevant to our system. As a user, I also have complete access to all contracts, but I am unable to invite or remove individuals or determine the distribution of roles within the authorization concept. Crucial to be aware of or take into consideration, and now I will briefly switch to the field construction kit, as every contract is assigned a specific category. In the field construction kit, you can determine categories, but also specify who may access contracts and contract information based on categories and their corresponding access rights. So if, for example, let's say that I only want to give the marketing and sales team access to the customer contracts and the NDAs, and maybe provide them with read access to the service provider contracts, would that be feasible? Regardless of how you want to define that within your team, you simply go back to the team section, and then you have the ability to add a new role here at the bottom. We have already created some roles here in our test team, and I will now show you how easy it is. For instance, I could state that I want to create a read permission. If, for example, you have multiple teams and multiple subsidiaries within a company, you have the option to select here the specific team in which you want to define this role. This allows for flexibility and customization based on the unique structure and requirements of your organization. I will simply take Germany now. At this moment, I am able to express here as an illustration my desire is to. In order to meet the requirements of the marketing and sales team, my intention is to provide read-only access to the NDAs, while considering granting read, edit, and delete access for the partner contracts based on their specific needs and permissions. Deleting these works, in this case, means precisely what it says. The individuals who have access to the partner contract category can read these contracts, they can modify them, they can remove them. That means you can also upload them. What these people cannot do is adjust the categories in the field construction kit and the fields that belong to the categories accordingly. So we have already established a certain hierarchy there to provide a bit more security in your structure or in your contracts. If I desire to save it now and perhaps later express, I wish to read, edit, delete access, so include or eliminate the editing access to the category weiteres, I am able to, of course, perform that action at any given point in time. Now I'm shown the role has been created. Top, I see her here too. Now I actually have role of reading permission twice. Naturally, I could return at this moment and indicate my desire to retain them. However, the one role which grants read permission for all is more logical to remove. Hence, I delete the one role and retain the ability to delete a specific role whenever necessary. I am unable to delete a role if I have assigned it to someone. This means that if I want to invite someone at this time, for example, I will be unable to do so. It is a limitation that prevents me from removing a role that has been assigned to an individual. And then I make a choice of a role at this specific point, for instance, the read permission. The current situation may seem overwhelming due to the natural merging of different teams in this demo account, resulting in a bit of complexity and a need for adjustment. We have created different teams within a subteam feature, and you can decide individually for each team who is allowed to see which categories or not. Once I've selected the role, I can send the invitation and check here in the upper area to see which team members already have access to my team and are part of it. And in this lower area or in the middle, I see the pending invitations, and in the lower area, I see the roles again. So everything is actually relatively simple if you know how to do it. If you have any questions or would like to go through the whole thing with us, don't hesitate to click on the chat in the bottom right corner and ask us questions. Or if you maybe want to set up the whole thing with us according to the 4 Eyes principle, or if you want to have best practice input from us again, then you simply click on the bottom left, contact us, and can either arrange a meeting or use the support email address. In any case, we are looking forward to the exchange or wish you a lot of fun with ContractHero.